Hello my people, welcome. You are highly welcome to this place. If today is your first time coming across this channel, you did not miss road at all. You are in the right place at the right time. This is where we talk real gist, no sugarcoating, no hiding, no pretending. Before we go anywhere, please do well to like this video, comment, share, and most importantly subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Turn on your bell notification so you don't miss any of our updates. And to my returning subscribers, my day ones, my real ones, I see you, I greet you, and I appreciate you from the depth of my heart. God bless every single one of you. Now let's get into the gist proper. My people, new year, new energy, new mindset, new doings. If anyone was still doubting whether 2026 will be a different year or not, this first move alone has answered all the questions. Our queen has already made it very clear that 2026 is not for dulling at all. No long stories, no unnecessary waiting, no forming. Straight to business. And honestly, that alone tells you that this year is already moving differently. First of all, let's talk about the announcement that shook small corners of the internet. First movie of the year 2026 on Sonia TV, and it's dropping this Wednesday. Not next month. Not, we are still working on it. Not soonest. Wednesday. Just like that. Boom. My people, if you understand the industry very well, you will know that this kind of move is not accidental. It is intentional. It is deliberate. It is confidence. It is strategy. And it is also a statement. A very loud statement without shouting. First movies matter. First steps matter. First impressions matter. The way you start a year often determines the kind of energy that follows you throughout that year. That is why some people start January strong and the whole year just aligns for them. And that is why others start with excuses, and before they know it, the year has already gone. This first movie is not just content. It is a seed. And the way that seed is planted will determine how the harvest will look like. Now let's talk about something that many of us already know but still needs to be said again. When Sonia Uche enters a space, things change. Energy changes. Mood changes. Attention shifts. People start paying attention. And guess what? She is back again on her own YouTube channel with one of those combinations that once you hear it, you already know what to expect. If you know, you know. When Sonia and certain co-stars enter the same space, just prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Because laughter overdose is guaranteed. Personally, I already know that when I sit down to watch this movie, I will not put water or drink in my mouth. Because choking from laughter is not part of my 2026 goals at all. These two together, it is vibe. It is effortless. It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't look like they are trying too hard. It just flows naturally. And that is one thing I always say about Sonia. Her acting does not feel like acting. It feels real. It feels relatable. It feels like you are watching real people living real lives. Now, let's address something very important. Fans have been saying it for a while. Sonia, please promote your movies ahead of time. Don't just drop and disappear. And guess what? She heard. She listened. And she acted. Today is Monday. Movie is dropping Wednesday. And promotion has already started. My people, don't let anyone deceive you. That is growth. That is maturity. That is listening to feedback. That is respect for fans. Some people will say, it's small. But to those who understand branding, growth, and consistency, this is not small at all. It shows intention. It shows planning. It shows that she is entering 2026 with a different mindset. Not the old way. Not the usual way. A better way. And honestly, I love to see it. I really love to see it. And knowing Sonia, this is not even the end. I won't be surprised if by tomorrow she drops another clip. Maybe a behind-the-scenes video. Maybe a short teaser. Just to keep the momentum going. And that is how it should be. Content is not just about posting. It is about sustaining interest. It is about building anticipation. It is about carrying your audience along. And from what we are seeing already, Sonia understands that very well. Now let's move to another part that touched me personally. Recognition. Real recognition. Not the false kind. Not the "let me hype myself" kind. Sonia's recent visit to Pure, my people, the kind of words they use for her, the respect, the acknowledgement, it shows that her impact is going beyond just Nollywood fans. This is recognition crossing boundaries. When a brand describes you as a breath of fresh air, as someone whose presence alone changes the atmosphere, you should know that you are doing something right. When they talk about excitement for future collaborations, that means doors are opening. And doors don't just open for noise. They open for value. They open for consistency. They open for people who bring something to the table. Let's be very honest with ourselves. Sonia is not just another actress. Her name carries weight. Her presence changes things. Once her name is attached to a project, people pay attention. Producers pay attention. Viewers pay attention. Bloggers pay attention. Fans pay attention. And that is why conversations always follow her. Love her or not, you cannot ignore her. Some people make loud noise but there is no impact. Sonia has impact, and that is why the noise follows her. That is the difference. She doesn't need to shout. She doesn't need to explain herself. Her work speaks. Her consistency speaks. Her growth speaks. And that is why her name is always in conversations. Look at her body of work. From emotionally demanding roles to light-hearted comedy, from serious drama to relatable everyday characters, she has shown versatility. And that versatility is what keeps her relevant. She is not boxed into one category. She is not predictable. And that is very important in this industry. Another thing I truly admire about Sonia is how she carries herself. She is low-key. She doesn't overshare. She doesn't drag people online. She doesn't explain herself unnecessarily. She lets her work do the talking. And in a world where everyone wants to be loud on social media, that calmness stands out. That quiet confidence stands out. Now let's talk about support. Because this one is very important. If we say we support someone, this is where support shows. Not tomorrow. Not next week. From the very first day. Views. Comments. Likes. Sharing the link. Rewatching. That is how you back your favorite. Not just shouting "Queen" in comment sections and disappearing when it is time to show up. The first movie of the year is like planting a seed. If it starts strong, the rest of the year flows strong. And this is why fans need to show up massively. This is not the time to form "I will watch later." Later sometimes never comes. This is the time to act. And while we are waiting for this new movie, let's not forget the previous ones. Let's keep watching Clash of Emotions. Let's push it. Let's share it. Let's talk about it. 1 million views is not impossible. We have done bigger things before. We can do this one too. My people, one thing is very clear. 2026 has started with clarity. It has started with intention. It has started with movement. No dulling. No excuses. Just growth. Just progress. Just action. And if this is how the year is starting, then honestly, the future looks very promising. So big congratulations to Sonia on her first movie of the year 2026. Thank you for listening to your fans. Thank you for evolving. Thank you for growing. Thank you for carrying us along. This is how stars are made. This is how relevance is sustained. Now over to you, my people. What do you think about this first move of the year? Do you think it sets the tone for the rest of 2026? Are you excited for the movie dropping this Wednesday? Will you show up for her from day one? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And before you go, Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your bell notification so you don't miss any of our updates. From me to you, it's peace, love, and blessings. Bye for now.